Now, Warner Brothers has gone on record as saying that Multiversus, a game that was originally in beta around 2022, I want to say, is underperforming. They're on season 4 now. They just announced Raven and from Teen Titans and one of the girls from Adventure Time, which I haven't really watched. I don't remember her name. And they've admitted that Multiversus has now cost them about $100 million in losses thus far, adding on to the already $200 million that Suicide Squad has lost them throughout this year. They've also said in the same statement that they're going to be pivoting more towards key games, those games being Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Batman, and the fourth one was
DC related. I think it was like something DC related and just Batman in general.
Okay. Oh, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was the fourth one. Mortal Kombat was the fourth one. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I kind of feel like with Multiversus, especially with it being probably one of the more competent Super Smash Bros. Clones, I feel like it was their money to lose. Like, I'm like, I don't think they understood the amount of goodwill that game had built up during its beta phase to then sacrifice most of it for a microtransaction focused release.
Yes. Yeah, because to be honest, like it is one of the most competent ones, bro. And then to be honest, we haven't seen the most competent Smash Brothers fighters. And you know, I got to give it its credit because people still talk about it to this day. PlayStation All Stars, like it was campy at times, but it did its job, and many people have actually asked for a sequel for that. Now, do I think Sony needs to go back into that? No, because I feel like it was good for the time. But it's just, bro, like, honestly, like it's just like, why is everybody so quick to just throw things away? And that's where I'm at. Like, why are you so quick to throw things away? Now, yes, there are some things that are just like failures. Yeah, just burn it down. Like Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights wasn't.
Gotham Knights. Cut it.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason Todd with a double jump.
Yeah.
A Lazarus Pit induced.
Oh yeah, a Lazarus Pit power double jump. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Meanwhile, you are the sole proprietor, the 4 kids. Well, actually, I would say 3 because Barbara's not his kid. So you got 3 kids who basically going to inherit a fortune of a billionaire, and you need to tell me you need to give this man magic that he's never had before? Okay.
No jet boots. No form of technology to help him.
No.
Just magic.
Yeah. See, with those games, man, like it was just like campy, traversal. Even just costumes, like, and that's the thing, bro. Like, it's just WB is so focused about this microtransaction stuff. Like, bro, y'all did not learn from EA. Everything is about costumes. Everything is about the aesthetic, and I feel like that's why your games are suffering.
And they hired the same guy. Hilarious.
Over and over.
Because people are still doing side by side videos of like, look at Arkham Knight compared to Gotham Knights and compared to Suicide Squad. Like, how did y'all go from this to that? Same thing with Ubisoft. Like when they're with their old stealth action games, how did you go from this? And the video that they popped up was Black Flag to this. Star Wars, whatever. Outlaws, yeah. So it's just like you're seeing like a regression, a heavy regression. Now the thing about this is like even with them, to get back on topic with this game, like I just kind of felt like, you know, the art style was cool. Somebody did make a good point though that I do agree with. They lowered the speed of the fighting too much. Like I do see some areas like, nah, this could have been sped up just like a bit more, and it would have been more chaotic. The level designs
are the allure of Smash Brothers.
The allure designs were the arena designs were great. Even the quirkiness of different characters. I remember like the first characters that it came out, it was like Black Adam and the Gremlin villain. I was like, okay, that's.
I actually like the art style a lot. To be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, and then even from the Raven trailer, I saw like, bro, she bring out Trigon. She got Trigon infused. I was like, bro, the level of detail is there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like WB is just they're in this headspace where they've been taking multiple L's this entire year, and they're just like how you were talking about before. They're just trying to place the blame somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it underperformed, so we're just going to call it a quits. It's another loss, but then all your wins, you're not even still talking about.
Yeah,
Like,
and the fact that it's speaking of Multiversus specifically, I'm like, this is a competent game. You have something here.
yeah,
Like, stop looking at these things with dollar signs only. Like you said, appreciate what you have. You have the first big budget Smash Brothers contender on your hands in years.
Yeah, like Nickelodeon released 2, and they just gave up half the way.
Crickets, yeah,
they just gave up.
Yeah, and they had IPs for days that could have worked. So it's like you've done better than most, and you're so focused on, well, we're not squeezing as much money out of this as we wanted to, so it's a loss. It's like, no, go back in, tweak some things. Again, the goodwill of the fans, the people who enjoy this game, win them back over. I'm sure they want to play the game. Stop like wringing every dollar out of them, right? Like we're experiencing this spillover of Mortal Kombat. Like, whose bright idea was it to sell you fatalities? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things of like, what did you think was going to happen when you did this? You think it was going to be taken well? You think people are going to be like, oh, I can't wait?
And then, like I said, like how you just mentioned, like do some tweaks, because to be honest, bro, this could have been an evil contender to give that Smash Brothers scratch. And I do feel like people, like, if you would have, like, how they say, build it and they will come. I kind of feel like, bro, if you would have put it in that type of place, people would have been more receptive to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, you gotta, like, there's potential here, man. Way better potential than all this other stuff that y'all release. But it's just the numbers, man. The money blinds people, bro. It makes you go blind and it makes you go deaf.
Yeah. Because when they brought out Game of Thrones, I'm like, Game of Thrones? What?
Game of Thrones.
to be honest, bro, the last Game of Thrones game I played was by Telltale Games.
Which makes sense for the genre.
Which was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was like, but what type of world are you going to try to use the Lord of the Rings type of engine for this? I mean, I could see it work to an extent.
Which would be dope, but you need powers at that point because these are just human beings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Arya can use super stealth with the no face god. Oh my gosh! Like,
no, fam. My thing is like, okay, so this game that you're gonna make, Game of Thrones, what is it gonna be like? Is it gonna, you guys are gonna try to make a Witcher game? Because that's the only format I see it working in. Right, and even if you guys do, it's not fantastical enough.
And what time era?
Mm-hmm. What time era? Yeah, it's not fantastical enough. It's pretty grounded. Like you're not gonna get anything too outlandish.
And all the fantastical stuff they introduced, they don't explain ever again. It never comes up ever again.
Like a White Walker is not gonna last in the Witcher world. They're gonna solve that problem within one season.
It's a side quest.
That's a side quest. You feel me? You're not go like you. What are you gonna do in the world of what's that game? Not Fallout. Skyrim. That's a side quest as well. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, there's enough magic in there to turn you back. You know what I'm saying? Into a regular human.
We actually cured it.
So, like, what do you guys like? Why do you think Game of Thrones is gonna work? Game of Thrones works as a drama. It doesn't work as a video game. It's not as interesting.
Yes, and it's a soap opera with dragons.
Soap opera with dragons,
which is fine.
It's a compelling one, right? It got a little bit of action. Yeah, I don't see how you're gonna win someone like me over, or other people that's into this genre over, when you got something like you have something like On the Rise of Crimson Desert coming out. Good luck beating that if that game actually delivers. How are you gonna keep the attention of these people? And what are you gonna do, and who are you gonna hire? You haven't had any victories, so you're just gonna all of a sudden not try with this? The flagship game that should have worked on paper is not working, and you're so quick to give up on it, which is DC Multiversus. Great title. Art style. I mean, I'm a little biased because I like if it's not Super Smash Brothers, I don't care. You're never gonna
Hmm.
get me to play Brawlhalla. You're never gonna get me to play Multiversus. I don't care about playing this Shaggy Scooby Doo versus Superman. No, I'm sorry. It's cool, right?
I mean, I think just the fact that they're able to make it work
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
victory in and of itself, right?
yeah. But
Like this, I shouldn't be, disengaged watching the Iron Giant fight Batman, but there's something here. Again, room to work, right? If you really were to
room,
double down, you could probably make a competent thing that could, like, okay, I didn't
yeah.
expect me to enjoy watching the Rowdy Rough Boys face off against, Beast Boy, but it's. I think I'm downloading it now.
Hey, hey,
Like.
hey, right? That you could have made it work, but you guys already gave up on it.